Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 7 minutes. Kind of going back and forth between Futu here and then Tesla. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to watch at the open. And I say that because this is live in the sense of I'm recording myself seeing the information for the very first time. So this is not a situation where I've already recorded everything and now I'm coming back and explaining what's happened. I don't know what's coming next. So that's why I literally don't know what I'll be watching next. And we'll kind of have to just see how that happens. So if you're looking for an unscripted, real life look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading can play out, then this will be a video for you. But just to respect your time, if you're somebody that's wanting a nicely edited, nicely scripted video, probably not going to be for you. But if you just kind of want the nitty gritty look to what it's like to be a day trader, then this will be for you. But I'll go ahead and pause for now and I'll be back at the open. All right, I am going to be watching FUTU out of the opening gates, which should be right now. There we go. So I want to see how this opening minute plays out. More times than not, I do not trade the opening minute, and that'll be the plan today. I don't see any fantastic setups. Although Tesla now looking very interesting. But still got to let that minute play out. If you do hear typing, that's just me making alerts in the community. And chose wrong. There goes Tesla. I mean, in hindsight, I should have just shorted right out of the opening gates for this one. But, I mean, that's hindsight for you. Look at Tesla go. Granted, it is still the first minute. Let's hop over to Tesla here. And if I'm going to trade Tesla, it's going to be the option. So that's where we're looking at here. So let's see here. July 30th, just... So 650. See, it just came up through that 652 mark, which is what I was watching. No need to panic, though. The market's literally been open less than 2 minutes. So actually, FUTU is now, let's go back to potentially given a setup here as it bounces up here. 106.50 maybe. I'd like to see it bounce though. Bounce up a little bit more, then come down. So got that alerted. All right, well, I will pause for now and I will keep you posted if there's a setup that comes about. Okay, I have an order at 22.50 here. Looking to try to play this pullback. In fact, I think I could probably get 22 if it pulls back to the region where I want to see it. So looking to buy this pullback. So looking to play some calls on it. Calls at 22 entry point. I don't know, maybe it's just going to double bottom on me and head back up, which is exactly what it's doing right now. All right, well, I will pause, but that's what I'm currently watching right now. Tesla to potentially play a pullback. Okay, making a move down. I adjust my order down at 21. Options is a guessing game in the sense of where do you think the price of the option is going to be when the price of the stock itself is down around certain areas. So 21 is definitely subject to change, but that's right now where I have it. But I will pause for now. All right, I'm at 2050. Looking for this thing to come down right around the 645-ish range. But yeah, 648 is going to be that key breakdown point. It really started to move quickly, but then quickly returned back upwards. So I do like where I'm at, though, at $20.50 on that call contracts. But I will pause for now, and we'll see if it ultimately wants to pull back or not. But I am in total stalk mode right now, just stalking this thing, being patient. And as much as I keep wanting to maybe jump in right now, that's just not, the chart's not telling me, at least within my strategy, to do that. So just trying to be patient, stalk it, and we'll see if I can get the move or not. Okay, I'm trying to make a move potentially down, and just in case it goes all of a sudden very quickly, want to get the video rolling. My order is now down at 1975. So definitely want to see this thing down around the 646 area before I would be interested. Even better around 645. Like I said, let's see some quick movement now to the downside. So still got to go about $1 more before I would truly be starting to get interested. But I'm liking my 1975 entry. But it's got to make its way down. All right, well, I will pause, but I'll keep a very close eye on it. If it looks like it's going to start to accelerate, then I'll get let's keep it going for a second. All right, I'm going to pause it. All right, I'm liking this consolidation area right here, so I'm thinking about throwing a bid out there at 22. But I want to see how this near-term pattern here behaves just a little bit more before I'm willing to commit to that. So I'm liking the pattern, but I don't clearly like it enough to want to hop in right this second. I'd like to see if it wants to show me some strength again and start to come back up. Yeah, as I alerted in that chat room, if you're not familiar, right there of how it works. But 650.25 is that very interesting area. All right, well, I will pause. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch paint dry, but that's kind of the current thought process. Wow, happened so fast. I turned my head for a second, and just like that, up it went. Well, let's turn things around here. Potentially try to fade. Yeah, we need to see this up around 654 though. So let's go to 1950 here for a put. But yeah, wow, crazy how fast things can happen in the market. Turn my head for just a few moments and turn back around and boom, just like that. So for any of you members that watch these videos and took that alert, that actually kept your face on the screen, congrats. Can it get up through the VWAP though is the question, that yellow line, and it's poking its head above there. So starting to go. And I'm interested up around 654-ish 50 area, which is where I think 1950 would put me, give or take. I said needed to keep on going a bit more here. It's closing in on the 654.50 area, but still got a ways to go. And now it's pulling back here a bit. All right, I'm going to pause. Well, that one stings. Like I said, turn my head for a couple moments, and I mean, look at it. Has just continued to grind and grind since that 650.25 break. Yeah, so again, for you members that watch these, big congratulations. Still looking to play it, but again, as much as I want to chase it, because the frustration of missing that initial move, it's okay to be frustrated, but just you got to acknowledge the fact that you're frustrated and realize, okay, you're a little frustrated, tread carefully. So that's what I'm doing right now, trying to just play things extra conservative. But yeah, there's no doubt about it. The emotion of frustration has certainly shown up. But yeah, if this upwards move wants to continue, then I got to question how much more can it go before at least some sort of pullback? Not a reversal, not a crash, but just before some sort of, decent little pullback. But I'll pause and keep you updated. All right, a higher risk play here, which is why I'm only doing one contract, but also risking very little compared to what I get if this thing decides to roll back over. So looking to buy it looking to pay up to $24, but I want to see it come down to $6.56 before I would do so. So if it wants to go over highs after I get in, then I'll take my loss. But if this thing wants to roll back over, then I have a lot more potential upside relative to what I would be risking. Potential double top rollover play here, but want to first see this thing fail a little bit. Why don't I do this? Why don't I just try to get in at 23.50, make my risk that much smaller? There you go, in at 23.50. But like I said, if this thing goes up over 6.59, I will have to get out. So this thing, like I said, is either going to come down or it's going to keep on moving up, and I'll have to just take the loss there and live to fight another day. Again, I'm watching 6.59. So it's very straightforward. This is either a double top pattern, which is bearish, and the price comes back down, or it's not. And if it's not, well, then I'll take a controlled loss and just live to fight another day. But again, it is Tesla, and it is in an overall bullish context right now. So there's a high likelihood that maybe it's not a double top, which is why, all right, I'm factoring that risk in with my position size of only 1. So right now it's just a waiting game, like I said, to see, is this a double top or isn't it? I think there's a chance that it is, but I also acknowledge the fact that, yeah, but maybe it's just a little break before this thing does decide to break over highs, and that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But at this point, I will go ahead and pause, and if it looks like it's either going to take me out for a loss or if it's starting to head in my way, I will get the video rolling at that point. All right, maybe this thing's getting ready to head back up to break. Watching 658.50. Not looking so good, not looking so good. Watching 658.50. Sitting, knocking right on the door, and it's through. Got to get out. All right, well, $75, and even if it comes back down, hey, that's good old hindsight for you, but this thing could very well be the start of a much bigger breakout, and if it is, there's no way I'm letting that $75 spin out of control to something much larger, because $75 is something I can certainly recover from. But thought maybe potential double top, and maybe it's a tricky double top, meaning it breaks out, says, just kidding, and then rolls back over. So maybe I just got a prank played on me. That happens too, but you also have to acknowledge the other side of the coin. Yeah, but this could very well be a start of a much bigger move. And there's no way I'm letting, for those of you not familiar with my screen right there, the $75 loss potentially balloon into something much bigger. Because, I mean, money doesn't grow on trees, don't get me wrong, but $75 is also something that I'm confident that I can potentially recover from. But I will pause for now. All right, I'm watching FUTU here for a potential breakdown through this 115 area. So in there at 115.43, 100 shares, because just like Tesla, this thing is moving upwards, but it's been moving upwards so much that I think it wants it. I'm not looking for a crash or anything like that, but at least some sort of move to the downside. But 115 is definitely the play. If more so 114.90, let's call it. But that's going to be the main question is, can it get down through that area? So it's knocking on 115. Like I said, even if it breaks, then it's more so 114.90. Yeah, all right, there we go, 114.88. Now, can we pick up some more downside momentum here? That was not a very awe-inspiring breakdown at all. Okay, heading down. Have an order to take off some at 114.25, so I need this thing to come down some more. Come on, a little bit more here. As it bounces back against me here. But I'm glad to see that it was able to at least push down through there. Not just a question of did that break the spirits of enough people to potentially create some selling. But again, 114.25. Right now I'm thinking, should I be taking some off? Because I'm not quite sure what it wants to do anymore. So I'm going to take off 25 there at 115. Take off. So I have 50 shares left now, just because I don't know what this thing wants to do. That was the play. I'm sitting here giving it time to roll back over. It's not. If it does want to roll over, fantastic. I still have 50 shares to participate. But if it wants to bounce back upwards, well, then it'll still be a losing trade, but at least it won't be anything huge at all. Because at least, like I said, I locked in some profits and then also reduced position size. But wow. Well, just not my day. So if this goes up over 116.50, got to be out. And it's over. So another losing trade. At least I played that one well, though, in the sense of locking out some profits when I did. Now look at this thing. I feel like there's another chance, though. On this one, let me check over the other time frames. 117. Yeah. This is what I was actually originally looking for. 118.85. Now, what am I doing? 121. So yeah, let's see if this thing wants to get up to the 121 mark. Oh, I'm in. I got filled at 119. What am I doing? Oh, I'm going long. Oh my. All right, I'm long at 11. Wow. That is so embarrassing. Well, I am green on the... What did I do? How was I buying? I thought I was going short. Wow. Oh, I don't want to put this on YouTube. I mean, have at it, trolls. Seriously, it's well-deserved in this situation. I don't know what I was looking at. In fact, I should still be looking to go short at 120. Yeah. So let me try to do this the right way now. 121.55. No. See, what is my deal? 500 share. Maybe that's what I did. Did I type it in the share spot? I bet that's what I did. I bet I was typing things there, but the price never changed. No, that's still in a I don't know. All right. So I want 121.55. Okay, I want to short. So clicking sell. Maybe my broker's busted. Maybe that's what happened. Nope. Actually, let's go to 122.50. Actually, I got to stop. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to make myself look less stupid. But I'm just starting to throw stuff out there. I have no problem admitting that the YouTube voice, which is very real, I've discovered that, you know, making YouTube videos, it's fun, it's frustrating, and it does introduce another it introduces another voice in my head. And right now the voice is saying, Clay, you look so stupid right now. You look so stupid right now. Redeem yourself quickly before you just get destroyed in the comment section. That's what the voice is saying, which is stupid, which is ultimately ridiculous. Like, who cares what random trolls who probably live in their mom's basement have to say? But to be fair, in this situation, it's actually justified, because that was just not good. But I'm also now finding myself that voice is showing up saying all that, and that's actually ridiculous, because like I said, at the end of the day, for all I know, these trolls are 13-year-olds, and to think that even though it's justified in this situation, I'm trying to unjustify it to other people by saying, hey, look, I promise I'm not that bad of a trader. But that's just not good. So I need to just be done, because I'm putting myself at risk of just forcing trades for the sake of the YouTube voice, and I just got to roll with it. So I mean, really, the best I can say is I need to be done now, obviously, because I've lost. The YouTube voice is officially taken over. But I must have just been hitting buy. I don't know what clearly I was hitting buy, because I don't know. I really don't know. But, well, all I can really say is check out some of the other videos on the playlist. I promise I'm not this bad of a trader, but I really don't want to post this on YouTube. But I hit that record button, so it's going on YouTube, and it is what it is. Well, all I can really say is, hey, you know what? Please hit that like button if you like these live trade videos. Please leave a comment below if you can relate, because, and it's nobody's fault but my own. So I'm not blaming anybody. Nobody is forcing me to do these videos, but they are very difficult. When I have to think for myself, when I have to talk to you, when I have to make alerts in the community, when I have to manage my own trades, it is easier to make mistakes like I've made here. And this is not the first time where I've done the exact opposite thing. But it does happen. It can happen. And all I would ask is for a little grace if you're watching, before you drop the hammer on me too hard, which in this situation is deserved. I understand. Just, I don't know, maybe go out there and try to record some trades that you have to publicly post and talk through them live. Like I said, this is not a recap. This is not, everything's already been recorded and now I'm coming back and talking about it. I mean, in hindsight, why didn't I should have held. I'd be up so much more right now, but no, and that was really bad. But like I said, so these videos are not easy to make, and sometimes they're super embarrassing to make, like this one. Other times I have no problem admitting that I like to make them, because I like posting the videos where I'm like, yeah, I just made $800 in 5 minutes. Those are the fun ones to post, but not these ones. But like I said, just consider that a little bit before you bring down the hammer on me too hard, which I just want to disclose. In this situation, I actually totally get it. In some situations, it's like, no, trolls, you're commenting out of ignorance. Like you literally just don't understand. That's why you're commenting. But in this situation, trolls, I would say they're not commenting from a place of ignorance, because I mean, it just all played out right there. And I'm rambling, but I've also learned about myself with the YouTube voice. Rambling is me trying to keep the video going so that I can quickly find another trade maybe, and then make the trade to once again redeem myself. So I do also recognize that. But like I said, the YouTube video voice definitely does exist. And luckily I have a podcast coming up here that I have to record. So I'll quickly plug that. Stock Trading Reality Podcast, Spotify, iTunes, any other podcast player. Been doing it for, 7 years now. But I have a guest I need to interview for that. So that'll be good to get me away from the computer. But as I continue to ramble on and on, I apologize. If you're still here with me right now through all this rambling, let me know down below. Still here. In the comment section, type still here. And if you're one of those people that are typing still here, thank you. Thank you for just hearing me out. Thank you for letting me... in many senses, it's kind of like my diary, where I can just, dear diary, but it's kind of like dear YouTube listeners. So if you're still here, I thank you very much, but I promise I'm going to stop rambling right now. So again, as I already mentioned, these videos, pretty difficult to make. So if you want me to keep making them, communicate that to me with two easy things. Hit that like button and leave a comment below. It doesn't have to be still here, but if you got nothing else to say, just put still here and hit that like button. As long as I know that there's interest, I will continue to do these videos, even though sometimes it make me look really, really stupid. But that just comes with the territory of trading in general. And when you add in the spice of live videos, that's always a little bit more difficult too. But I appreciate you, if you're still here listening to me, very much. So thanks for listening. Hopefully the next video I post will be a little bit better than this one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.